You can type this IP, same IP, just open the browser from here. Just click on go. Okay, through the browser you are unable to connect, right? So for connecting through the ping command, like you're checking the connectivity between devices. So which protocol is working behind it? So that is a part of your ICMP, right? That is called as the Internet Control Message Protocol. So once you check with this browser, so behind which protocol is working, that is called as the HTTP. So here servers reset connections timeout that is showing here. Like if you use once again same IP, let me again open it. Just go to the web browser, type this IP 192.168.3.3. Click on go. Yeah, that's fine. We have checked that country. Now you can do it from this PC as well. From the PCC, go to the command prompt. You can type ping 192.168.1.3. Yeah, that's great. So it's pinging 0% loss. So all the packet has been sent, right? Now, next thing is that what you'll do, you go to the browser once again, open the browser. And type this IP 192.168.1.3 and check it where page server is accessing after you have configure connectivity between PC and PCC with ICMP and HTTP. You can see this part we have done. So here it is on the tick mark. You can see here. So once you complete the task accordingly, it will show the tick marks, right? Now you can go ahead with the next one. So just see, you can click over there. So 10% of your work completed, right? So here can click here to reveal the next hint. So here if you click there, it will come. So they're asking like it takes some time. Use the command prompt from the desktop on a PC to start the SSS session. Right. So it will wait for a couple of minutes. We'll show you that some instruction and all. Right. So it's coming here. So click the next. I mean 10% what we have did. Click here to reveal the next hint. You can click there. Yeah, can I see? So what they're asking, you can use the command prompt from the desktop on a PC to start the SSS session. So you can go to PCA or PCC, right? So now in this case, we can move to the PCC because here you see we have to establish the connections. And just look at that. Establishing the SSS session to the serial interface 0/0/1 interface on the R2 from the both the PCs. Right, so we have to establish SSS session from what to the interface serial 0/0/1. So let me open this preferences. It will go to the option preferences. It will be showing you this all the interface. So just click on always show port label in logical workspace. Right, so you can see the interface. I hope so. Let's see. Let me check. Yeah, now it's visible. So this is the interface gigabit 0/1. That interface is connected to the S3 switch, and the serial interface 0/0/1, which is connected to the second router, right, with the interface serial 0/0/1. Right, so what we will do, we have to establish SSS session to the serial interface 0/0/1 interface on the R2 router from both the PC, right? From this side, I mean from the PCC as well as from the if any other PC is connected in nearby this, from there also you can, or PCA also you can connect. So in this case, you can just go to this PC command prompt, go to the CLI of this PC, and you can use the command here, sss-l, and the username is admin. So this command you can run, or you can see from here also, like this command you can use. So this is for the admin, and the R2 interface IP is 10.2.2.2. So you can run this command after this. And type sss-l admin 10.2.2.2. So this is the IP of, I can show you, if you go to the addressing table, so there 10.2.2, which is the interface, real interface 0/0/1 IP address is 10.2.2.2 of this interface, real interface 0/0/1, right? And the subnet mask is 255.255.255.252, right? So that we are entering it to connecting this particular router. So here you can run this code after this. So it will ask you the password, the password is of admin, which was given in instructions. So if you go to the credential, so this is the admin password, admin username and password is admin for 55. So that you have to enter here. So just give this detail admin for this field is credential. Done. So you have entered to the R2 prompt. Now you can see. So your interface is now you have been connected with the second router from this PCC. Just now we can just see here. Right, I'm in the second router. So for this interface. So I was talking about this R3 is connected to this serial interface 0/0/1. And we are connecting from PCC to this interface to this particular router, right? So through the SSH we did it. Just done. This part we have completed. Now you can move ahead with the next one. So in the next case, right, you can exit the SSH session, and now you can go to the PCC, and you can open web browser to PC a server, right? So there you can type this IP 192.168.1.3 from there. So you have to go to first. This is the IP of your what? PCA. So you have to search this IP from PCC, right? And just check that whether your web page is displaying or not. So this is last time it was not displaying, right? Now what I'll do, I'll go to this PC. Open this browser of PCC and enter the IP of PCA. Just click on now. You can see that a packet tracer 8.x that is visible. Welcome to packet tracer. So it means that you are able to access this web page from the PCC, right? That part we have done already. Now in the next case, when we go for the second part where we have to create a firewall zone on R3. So R3 is the router which is connected to PCC, right? So here we have to configure the firewall zone. So in the first case, like you need to enable the security technology package. So in this case, on R3, then you have to use the command like issue the show versions command to view the technological technology package license information. So if the security technology package has not been enabled, so you can use this the command like license boot module C1. This command you have to write to update that your package, right? So let me check with the R3 show version command and whether technology package has been enabled or not. So let's go to this R3. Click on R3. Go to the CLI. So this one is the console password. So you have to type this console con password 55 and hit enter. After that, you can enable password. You can enter. Enable password is Cisco enable pass 55. That's done. So now check that technology package. So for this, you can write the command show version. So here it will show the Cisco ISO. This command line versions. It's a C1900. This one we will, for updating the package, we will use this number C1900, right? And when you go to the bottom of that, one more thing you can see. Just let me go down. So here, the security key, that technology package current is what? Security key 9. Evaluations, security, technology packages for the next reboot, security 9, right? So this one we have to use in the next command, okay? For reloading that package in your packet tracer for the third router. So you can write the command license boot and open license boot module, and the command is license boot. You need to go to the configuration mode first, guys. Then only you should write this command. Let me go to the configuration mode and just use this command. License boot module C19 technology package security. You can see this value security key that for the next technology reboot we are using this, okay, for the third router. So let's just hit enter. Here it is asking to accept the end user license agreement. Yes, you can type yes here. Then again they're asking, what is asking? Use write command to make license become effective on the next boot. Okay, so right, I mean, and they're telling that to save that all this, save the running configuration and reload the router to enable the security license, right? So in this case, you can check with the variety, verify the security technology package has been enabled by using the show version command after this. So what you'll do, you can write the command, do write to save this, okay? This one done. Now you can write the command do show version. So see, all the things done. The package has been been uploaded. So you can type the command reload, which will be in the previous mode. No? You can reload this packet. Let me just show you here. ये सब हमने कर लिया already. This part we did it. Establish SSS session to R2 as your interface for the PC1. Did you establish the SSS session on R2? In R2, so let me prepare this for both the PC. Okay, for both PC we have not done. एक PC का हमने किया था, I think. ये वाला PC ये तभी नेक्स्ट तभी जाएगा जब तुम दोनों PC करोगे. SSS हमने ये वाले PC का किया था. I hope you remember. इसका CMD में जाओगे. नहीं, इसका नहीं किया था क्या? ठीक है, एक बार मैं चेक कर ले रहा हूँ. इसका किया था क्या? I have cleared that. Okay. What I'll do, I'll connect this SSS session to R2 this interface. Okay. serial interface के लिए हमें जाना है फिर 10.2.2.2, right? So what command you will write? दोनों ही सेशन के एस्टेब्लिश करने के लिए ये कमांड तुमको चलाना है फ्रॉम बोथ द पीसी। ठीक है, यहाँ पे वो स्टेप नहीं दिया है, उसको आप लोग चला सकते हो। तो एक काम करो, और पहले पीसीसी से मैं कर लेता हूँ। just go to the command from exit from here। यहाँ पे ऐसे भी कनेक्ट हो गया है, एसएसएस ऑलरेडी कनेक्टेड है। पासवर्ड था इसका एडमिन, एडमिन क्या था, पा 55। ये तो हो गया, ठीक है, पीसीसी से हो गया है। सेम चीज हमको करना है किससे, पीसीए से। यहाँ पे जाओ, कनेक्ट कर दो, यहाँ पे हो जाओ एडमिन पा 55 एंटर। या देखो अभी ये जैसे कंप्लीट तुम किए, नेक्स्ट स्टेप हो गया, देख रहे हो 20% कंप्लीट यहाँ दिखा गया है। ऐसे कर करके आगे बढ़ना है। हाँ, इसके बाद अभी क्या करोगे, तो देखो नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट स्टेप अब दिखाएगा, यहाँ पे क्लिक करो। और कुछ है क्या, यहाँ पे ठीक से नहीं मतलब थोड़ा दिक्कत कर रहा है, तो इसलिए मैं तुम लोग को एक रेफरेंस के लिए एक लिंक दिया हूँ, वहां से रेफर कर सकते हो। उससे तो हमारा ये सब कंप्लीट हो गया। नेक्स्ट में जाओ, एक काम करो, यहाँ से नेक्स्ट चले जाओ। ये पार्ट हमारा हो गया, ये पहला वाला दो क्वेश्चन था, दोनों क्वेश्चन पर टिक आ गया, इसका मतलब 10% कंप्लीट हो गया, 20% हो गया। अब इसको नेक्स्ट करो। अब देखो यहाँ पे अगला स्टेप के लिए आ गया क्वेश्चन। इन दिस स्टेप यू वुड क्रिएट टू सिक्योरिटी जोन ऑन R3। द जोन शुड बी इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल। हाँ, दो जोन क्रिएट करना है, इंटरनल एक्सटर्नल। क्रिएट टू सिक्योरिटी जोन ऑन R3। तो अब इस पे देखो थोड़ी देर के बाद ये आएगा, हिंट आएगा यहाँ पे, यूज द जोन सिक्योरिटी नेम command in the global configuration mode to create zone on R3। use the name that will help you। ठीक है, तो ये नाम तुम लोग को यहाँ पे अपडेट करना है। ये आ रहा है, यहाँ पे स्टेप ऐसे आ रहा है, थोड़ा टाइम में आ जाएगा। ठीक है, तो इसको रेफर कर सकते हो, या नहीं तो ये थोड़ा टाइम ले रहा है तो तुम लोग यहाँ से कर सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। तो हम लोगों ने अभी जोन में है, स्टेप 2 का देखो यहाँ पे हो, ये वाला तो कर दिया। नाउ यू कैन यूज दिस, गो टू द थर्ड राउटर एंड रन दिस कोड in the R3, राइट। ये कमांड जो चलाए थे तुम R3 में ही चलाए थे, आई होप यू रिमेम्बर। R3 में जाओ, यहाँ से रीलोड भी कर सकते हो, यहाँ से एग्जिट करके यहाँ पे रीलोड मार दो, कंफर्म कर दो, रीलोड कंफर्म, यस। देखो तुम्हारा पूरा जो है प्रोसेस रीलोड हो जाएगा, जो तुम लोगों ने न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी कॉन्फ़िगरेशन किया था तो वो रीलोड हो रहा है, सारे पैकेज। दिस एंटर टू स्टार्ट। So now you can write the console password। इसको console for 55। देखो नेक्स्ट मोड में आ गया मैं, यहाँ से इसको enable pass 55, enable पासवर्ड डाल दिया, राइट। अब यहाँ से तुम लोग का जो भी जोन वगैरह कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है इसको करना, फ्रॉम देयर यू हैव टू वर्ड विद द, ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन करना है। zone security, so the use the zone security command to create a zone command in zone, right? So you have to write this command, zone security in zone। यहाँ पे इस कमांड को एंटर कर दो, R3 राउटर में ये हो गया, यहाँ से एग्जिट कर देना है, right। Now in the third step you have to create an external zone, out zone you have to create। देखो एक इन जोन होगा, एक आउट जोन होगा, क्यों होगा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम लोग R3 के पास जो जाओगे ना, इधर से पैकेट सेंड करोगे तो सीरियल इंटरफेस पे यहाँ पे आउट होगा, लेकिन गीगाबिट 0/1 पे क्या होगा, इन होगा, राइट। तो इन एंड आउट जोन वी हैव टू क्रिएट, बोथ द जोन वी नीड टू क्रिएट इट हियर, राइट। तो जस्ट गो अहेड, excuse me। So you can type the next command is zone security out zone. Zone open, yes. Done. Just hit enter. Just can you see? Congratulations, you have successfully created 2 security zones. Next step, you will use a class map to identify the traffic to which policy will be applied. देखो ये हो गया कंप्लीट हमारा. अब 30% हो गया. इसको क्लोज कर. अब नेक्स्ट पर क्लिक करो. जैसे जैसे नेक्स्ट पे जाओगे अगला होगा. मतलब एक एक कंप्लीट कर करके तुमको आगे बढ़ना है. टिक आ गया ना. अभी
सर
तुम जा सकते हो. हाँ बोलो.
सर ये जो फर्स्ट वाला था जिसमें कनेक्टिविटी वेरीफाई करना था, तो इसमें तो बस पिंग करना था ना.
नहीं,
पिंग
पिंग
करके
और ब्राउज ब्राउज भी करना था. दोनों करोगे तब होगा.
सर पिंग करना था सर पहले पीसी ए से पीसी सी का, ठीक है, फिर
हाँ
उसके बाद
हाँ.
ब्राउजर में जाके उसका आईपी एड्रेस उधर
हम्म.
ये करना था, राइट.
हाँ, ए
तो
से सी.
सर
सी से ए का भी करना है. दोनों साइड से.
अच्छा, तो सर ये आना चाहिए, वेब पेज खुलेगा ना.
हाँ.
मेरा
नहीं,
खुल नहीं रहा.
एक साइड से खुलेगा, एक साइड से नहीं खुलेगा.
अच्छा, सी से नहीं खुलेगा और ए से
हाँ.
खुलेगा.
हम्म. उसको दोनों तरफ से चेक करोगे उसके बाद तुम्हारा आगे बढ़ेगा फिर वो.
ठीक है सर.
अभी देखो नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट स्टेप पे आगे हम लोग यहाँ पे क्रिएट करना है ACL दैट अलाउ ऑल इंटरनल लैंड ट्रैफिक ऑन R3 टू द डेस्टिनेशंस. इस पे क्लिक कर दोगे तो हिंट भी आ जाएगा. व्हाट इज द इंटरनल सोर्स एड्रेस एंड द वाइल्ड कार्ड मास्क. तो ये तुम्हारा जो है तुमको कुछ पता ही है वाइल्ड कार्ड मास्क वगैरह कैसे निकालते हैं. तो हम एक काम करते हैं, ये वाला कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में जाते हैं. वी हैव डन ऑलरेडी. पार्ट 3 में आइडेंटिफाइड ट्रैफिक यूजिंग क्लास मैप. ये कमांड चला दोगे R3 राउटर पे ACL कॉन्फ़िगरेशन का. तो यू कैन यूज दिस कमांड. राइट. यू कैन गो टू द R3 राउटर. देखो हम लोग जोन में थे. जोन इन आउट तो कर लिया. एग्जिट कर दो यहाँ से. फाइल एग्जिट करके ये वाला जो कमांड है इसको चला दो. देखो ये भी पार्ट कंप्लीट हो गया तुम्हारा. हाँ, ACL हो गया. फॉर्मेट कर दिया है. देखो यू हैव कॉन्फ़िगर ACL दैट फॉर्मेट द सोर्स 192.168.3.0 को फॉर्मेट किया है टू द एनी डेस्टिनेशन. ये नेटवर्क को फॉर्मेट किया. तो इफ यू गो हियर, देखो ये तुम लोगों को बताता हूँ. जस्ट गो टू द एड्रेसिंग टेबल. तो थोड़ा सा ड्रैग करना पड़ेगा. जैसे 192.168.3.0 वाला क्या है. देखो 3.1 यहाँ से कंट्रोल है ना. ये नेटवर्क को तुमने क्या कर दिया, अलाउ कर दिया. ये पूरे नेटवर्क को. 3.1 जो है इसका डिफॉल्ट गेटवे आईपी है. 3.3 ये पीसी का आईपी है. ये पूरे नेटवर्क को तुमने ACL के थ्रू राउटर 3 में फॉर्मेट दिया है. ध्यान में रखना ये फॉर्मेट है. बाकी को तुम डिनाई करोगे लेकिन ये पूरे नेटवर्क में 1.3.1 3.2 3 जितने भी पीसी 3 से शुरू होंगे, आई मीन 192.168 वाले, तो सारे नेटवर्क को फॉर्मेट देना है. मतलब उस नेटवर्क के अंदर जितने भी डिवाइसेस कॉन्फ़िगर होंगे वो सारे के सारे डिवाइसेस पे तुमने फॉर्मेट किया हुआ है. तो अलाउ किया है कम्युनिकेशन के लिए, राइट. वो सारे डिवाइस पिंग करेंगे. तो अभी मैं एक काम करता हूँ. ये तो फॉर्मेट दे दिया मैं इसको. एंड दिस इज योर वाइल्ड कार्ड मास्क. यू नो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट. आई हैव ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन यू इन डिटेल. 192.168.3.0 था इसका. तुम लोग जब /24 लोगे subnet master 255.255.255.0 it will come. And when you'll convert all the one in from 0, so you'll get that 0.0.0.255. Right. Now in the next case, like you have to create a class map references which will you know referring this internal traffic ACLs. You can use the class map type inspect command with the match all option to create the class map, and that the name we have to give innet class map, and use the match class group command to match the ACL 101. So the extended ACL we are using it here. So now again you should be in the R3 and use the class map type inspect command. ये वाला command चला सकते हो. So just go to the third router, run this command.
Sir,
Otherwise you can just go to the your here this part where the instruction has been given ना. इसको थोड़ा सा इसका नीचे करो और यहाँ पे तुम्हारा आ जाएगा. क्या करना है अभी देखो. क्लास मैप अभी करना है ना क्रिएट. तो दिखा रहा है मैच ऑल ऑप्शंस. तो अभी
sir,
इस
class map क्या होता है sir?
क्लास मैप क्या है, ये इंस्पेक्ट करेगा, मतलब इसका काम क्या है ना, बेसिकली हम लोग जो एसीएल जो क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, तो हमारा एसीएल का काम क्या था कि कोई डिवाइसेस को अलाउ करना है या ब्लॉक करना है, तो उसके लिए जो है ये यूज होता है एसीएल। तो क्लास मैप जो यहाँ पे जो मतलब कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं, तो ये एक पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्ट को जो होता है ना किसी नेटवर्क के अंदर या कोई डिवाइसेस के अंदर, है ना, जब तुम्हारा जो ये होता है नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक जब क्रिएट होने लगता है ना, तो अब उसका जो किस डिवाइस का जो पैकेट है उसको पहले प्रायोरिटी देना, उसको पहले फॉरवर्ड करने देना। तो ये काम, इसका क्या काम क्या है, नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक को जो है ना एक रिड्यूस करना, और एज पर द सम कंडीशन एंड क्राइटेरिया allow that some of devices to communicate first, and some devices like their packet it will go in the queue, right? It will go one by one. So which device that you give the priority, that things also should be done through the ACL class map. तो ये ACL का ही पार्ट है, बट उसके अंदर अगर क्लास मैप क्रिएट कर दिए तो ये कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ये जो करने के बाद जो होता है, ये नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक को उसके एक पर्टिकुलर प्रायोरिटी के बेसिस, मतलब किसी पर्टिकुलर क्राइटेरिया के बेसिस से ये ट्रैफिक को मिनिमाइज करता है, और किसी भी डिवाइस को अलाउ करता है कि इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम के जरिए आपका पैकेट सेंड होगा, राइट? तो ये पूरा बेस्ड जो होता है ये ईसीएल बेस्ड ही है। बट हाँ, इसको अगर हम अगर देखें कि इसका फंक्शनैलिटी, तो ऐसे समझ सकते हो कि कैटेगराइज करना है अगर नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक को, किस होस्ट को पहले प्रायोरिटी देना है या किसको डिनाई करना है, दैट ऑल दिस थिंग्स दैट शुड बी डन अंडर दिस क्लास मैप। इसीलिए हम लोग इसको कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हैं। तो यहाँ पे इसको जो है अभी तुम लोग कॉपी कर सकते हो।
और ये वाला कमांड क्या काम कर रहा है फिर, मतलब
ये
मतलब
वही
कैसे बोल
वही
रहे हैं?
कॉन्फ़िगर करा रहा है, एक्चुअली क्या कर रहा है, क्लास मैप टाइप इंस्पेक्ट कर रहा है, मैच ऑल इंट नेट क्लास मैप। तो इस केस में देखो यहाँ पे अगर जाओगे, हम लोग इसको कमांड यूज कर रहे हैं विथ मैच ऑल ऑप्शन टू क्रिएट ए क्लास मैप, नेम इंस्पेक्ट एंड यूज द मैच क्लास ग्रुप कमांड टू मैच द ECF। देखो ये मैच ऑल पहले सबके लिए अलाउ किया, लेकिन अगर हम एक्सटेंडेड के लिए कर रहे हैं तो मैच एक्सेस ग्रुप को हम डालेंगे, 101 को हमने एक्सेस दिया, एक्सटेंडेड एसीएल को हम लोग कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हैं इसीलिए। तो बेसिकली क्लास मैप जो है वो एक अभी जैसे बताया ना कि तुमको नेटवर्क ट्रैफिक को रिड्यूस करने के लिए, या तुमको किसको कैटेगराइज करना है किसी पर्टिकुलर यू नो मैच क्राइटेरिया के थ्रू किसी पर्टिकुलर डिवाइस को या एंड यूजर को, उसके पैकेट को बेसिकली, राइट? तो वो सारे काम जो है वो क्लास मैप के थ्रू होगा। इसीलिए ये कमांड है जो कि उसको कॉन्फ़िगर करा रहा है यहाँ पे बेसिकली इस पर्टिकुलर टोपोलॉजी के अंदर जो तुम लोग का रिक्वायरमेंट यहाँ पे दिया गया है। इसलिए हम लोग ये कमांड को रन कर रहे हैं, सिंपल। सो नाउ यू कैन यूज दैट क्लास मैप। हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस? वाज आस्किंग।
यस सर।
Yeah, so let's move ahead with this class map, and you can use the inspect match all, this command, and hit enter. And next thing is you are in the config CMap. CMap is a class map. So this class map you are configuring for which ACL, I mean extended or standard ACL. So that number which you have defined, na, so that you have to enter after this match class group 101. तो ये जो है यहाँ पे भी तुम्हारा दिखा रहा होगा, आएगा यहाँ पे, अभी थोड़ा टाइम लेगा, ये बफरिंग हो रहा है, इट विल टेक सम टाइम, हमें विल कम आफ्टर few second. Okay, so you can run that code after this you can write the match access group 101, you can run simple, ये वाला match access group 101। ये किस लिए ले रहे हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग ACL कौन सा कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हैं, एक्सटेंडेड कर रहे हैं, उसका नंबर क्या था 101। सो वी आर जस्ट मैचिंग दिस एक्सेस ग्रुप विद दिस 101। देखो ये कंप्लीट हो गया हमारा, यू हैव सक्सेसफुली क्रिएटेड दिस क्लास मैप, एंड नाउ you need to define the action and identify the zone pair access to the policy map। ये हो गया हमारा। अभी नेक्स्ट कर सकते हो। now here you have defined the security zones, and you also have configured the class map on the third router. So now the next thing is that we have to configure and apply the firewall policies. In the first case, just we have to create a policy map to inspect and match traffic, right? So let's move ahead with this. Again, the third router, where we have to create a policy map, right? So the command, that command is like policy map type inspect and in to out and pmap policy map. So if you run this code, just see, just exit from here from the CMap, right? And just move ahead with the policy map, and in and out pmap you have to just apply. Pmap is what, guys? It's a policy map. So here what we are doing it, we are using this policy map inspect command for creating the policies in both the maps, like in and out. So let's enter this. After you will be in the pmap now. You see you are in the config pmap. So here we have to specify the class type to inspect this class map. So let's go ahead with the class type inspect in net class map command. You can run this after. इसको चला दो. Done. And hit enter. This one also done. Configure. So now I specify the action of inspect of this policy map. So you have to use the inspect command to invoke the context based access control. So you can just simply type inspect under the class map and pmap. So here pmap C and just write the inspect. देखो ये हो गया, तुम्हारा कंप्लीट हो गया. यहाँ से जो है आप एग्जिट कर सकते हो. Leave the configuration, go to pmap C and node and return to the configuration mode. ये तुम कर सकते हो. नेक्स्ट ये वाला भी कंप्लीट हो गया. यहाँ से लीव करो. देखो क्या बोल रहा था, आपको यहाँ से लीव करना है ना. Just exit and be in the configuration mode for the part where we will apply the firewall. Just a minute. Hello. Yeah, tell me. हाँ ऊपर आ जाओ, मेरा अभी क्लास चल रहा है. तुम आ जाओ फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे आओ. आप फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे आ जाओ. हेलो, फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे आ जाओ. ये लेफ्ट साइड में किसी स्टाफ से पूछ लेना, वो लोग बता देंगे. मेरा नाम रखना, वो लोग बता देंगे. अंदर आ जाना, ठीक है. Okay, so just let's move ahead with the applying firewall policies. So here, if you see, we have to use the zone pair security. Let me first exit from there. Just exit here. Exit हो गया. ये exit कर गया हम लोग. अभी हमें create क्या करना है next case में. If you go to this side, just see. Define the zone pair with the specific source and destination zone that were created previously, and the internal security zones defined by you earlier in this activity will be the source security zones, while the external security zone will be the destination security zone. So here, how to create a zone pair with the source and destination zone, like you have seen in the previous step also. So the same, steps that you have to follow, but there is some changes, like the source and destination zone also you have to mention, right? तो जोन पेयर सिक्योरिटी इन आउट रहेगा. ZPR मतलब जोन पेयर, और जो एक इन होगा एक आउट होगा. दो केसेस लेंगे हम लोग. तो अभी मैं तुम लोग को बताया था कि जो गीगाबिट 0/1 था वहां से इन होगा, और जो सीरियल इंटरफेस था वहां से आउट होगा. अगर आप कहाँ पे हो, पीसी सी के पास अगर हो, ठीक है, तो ऐसे करोगे. बैठो, तुम तब तक लैपटॉप लाया है तो रिवाइज करो. मेरा क्लास कंप्लीट होगा तो तुम्हारा इवैल्यूएशन करूंगा, ठीक है. नहीं तो बैठो. तो जस्ट सी. So this one we did it. Just hit enter. And after this, just look at there. अभी जो है नेक्स्ट में चले जाओ सेकंड स्टेप में, वेयर यू हैव टू स्पेसिफाई द पॉलिसी मैप और हैंडलिंग द ट्रैफिक बिटवीन द टू जोन्स. So for this, you can have to use in to out map, pmap. So this is for the service policy types. Inspect in to out pmap. You have to write this command. So you are in the zone security zone PS under it. So just to use this command, right? So चला दो. Done. Hit enter. देखो ये complete हो गया. We have to still configure the firewall policies. Firewall policy हमने कंप्लीट कर दिया है. अब आगे बढ़ते हैं, नेक्स्ट में जाओ. देखो स्कोर बढ़ गया ना, 70% हो गया. Now let's move on to the next one. So in this stage, you will assign the correct interface to the security zones that will created previously on the R3. ठीक है, तो ये वाला हम लोग कभी करना है. So let's move ahead with the next. You can exit from here. Just go to the configuration mode. यहाँ पे तुमको exit करना है. यहाँ से ही just be there in the configuration mode. Right, so here we have to assign the interface to the appropriate security zones. तो उसके लिए जो है गीगाबिट इन करेगा गीगाबिट 0/1 से. ये वाला मैं दिखाया था तुम लोग को टोपोलॉजी में. देखो यहाँ पे गीगाबिट 0/1 पे क्या करेगा, इन करेगा और सीरियल इंटरफेस से 0/0/1 से आउट करेगा तुम्हारा पैकेट. राइट, तो यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी जोन हम कॉन्फ़िगर करेंगे इस इंटरफेस पे, दिस इंटरफेस एज वेल एज दिस इंटरफेस. So let me just write this command. You can use the interface command. ये वाला यूज कर सकते हो. Just move ahead with this. Enter कर दो. Zone member security in zone. ये वाला command चला दो. And in and out command चलाना है. In कर देना. Zone member security in करेगा इस इंटरफेस पे और ये वाला इंटरफेस से आउट करेगा. अभी जस्ट दिखाया था ना. So this command will help you to out it. So just run this code. डन, ये वाला हो गया तुम्हारा. अब आउट करोगे. देखो ये हम असाइन किए थे एप्रोप्रिएट राउटर interface to the internal security zone on R3. Now you will assign the appropriate router interface to the external security zone on R3, right? So we have to apply the external security zone on R3. Previously internal we did it. तो एक्सटर्नल के लिए तुम्हारा कमांड जो है, जो सेम कमांड रहेगा, बस पहले इंटरफेस में जाके जोन को आउट कर देना, आउट जोन कर देना है और नथिंग एल्स. सो लेट मी एग्जिट फ्रॉम हियर. तो यू कैन एग्जिट. एससी डाल दो, सीरियल इंटरफेस INT एससी सीरियल इंटरफेस 0/0/1 इसको एंटर करो और यहाँ से ये पुराने वाले कमांड को चला दो. अभी हमने लिया था ना जोन इन था, इसको बस आउट कर देना, यहाँ से आउट कर दो. राइट, जोन मेंबर सिक्योरिटी एंड इट इज आउट. हिट एंटर. देखो ये भी हो गया कंप्लीट, 90% डन. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट में जाओ. यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन है, ये तुम लोग को करना है. ये मैं नहीं करूँगा, ये सब तुम करोगे. यू हैव टू कंप्लीट आफ्टर दिस. इसके बाद ये सब है फायरवॉल का जो इंफॉर्मेशन, ये सब देख सकते हो. इंस्पेक्ट जोन पेयर सेशंस, ये सब एक्स्ट्रा है. टेस्ट द फायरवॉल फंक्शनलिटी फ्रॉम द इन जोन टू द आउट जोन. So you can go to the the PCC and ping the PCA. So from PCC command prompt you can ping PCA, that ping should succeed, right? But when you move to the PCC command prompt, you will connect to the SSS with this IP and username. Then in this case also sessions will be succeeded. That we did it earlier as well, right? So you can go ahead with this command. Let me go for the some extra things. हमने कंप्लीट कर लिया ऑलमोस्ट. बस तुम्हारा जो 10% है, ये सब क्वेश्चन तुम लोगों को करना है. ये तुम लोग खुद करो, मैं नहीं बताऊंगा. यू हैव टू कंप्लीट बाय ओन. ठीक है, ये तुम कर लोगे. उसके बाद और एक्स्ट्रा क्या कर सकते हो वो हम लोग करते हैं. एक्स्ट्रा व्हाट आर द थिंग्स यू कैन डू ऑन दिस थिंग वी हैव कंप्लीटेड. नाउ हियर इज द कॉपी द रनिंग कंट्रोल टेस्ट. they are asking like to save the configurations. So here you can write, just exit from here, right, do write command, do write ठीक है, ये हो गया, सेव हो गया। अभी जो है टेस्ट करना है फायरवॉल का फंक्शनलिटी फ्रॉम इन जोन टू द आउट जोन। ठीक है, तो इस केस में कैसे करोगे? सो वेरीफाई द इंटरनल होस्ट कैन still access the external resources after configuring this ZPF, that is zone based policy firewall. So you can go to the internal PCC and ping the external PCA server. तो क्या कमांड, PCC से PCA को पिंग करना है। ठीक है, तो PCA का जो IP था वो था 192.168.1.3। ये वाला IP तुम यूज कर सकते हो। कहाँ से जाओगे? PCC से। तो लेट मी मूव टू द PCC। ये वाला मैं क्लोज कर देता हूँ फिलहाल, अभी इस पर क्लोज कर देते हैं। PCC को जाओ, गो टू द कमांड प्रॉम्प्ट। पहले भी पिंग कर रहा था, अभी भी पिंग करेगा। सो जस्ट टाइप द कमांड पिंग 192.168.1.3। देखो पिंग कर रहे हैं, that's done. Next case is that here let's see. And the next case, what you will do, you have to go to the PCC and you connect the SSH to the serial interface SE 0/0/0 interface, right? So SSH से कैसे कनेक्ट करते हैं, you all know that already, है ना? ये हमने पहले भी किया था। तो SSH-L ले लो। चलो मैं करके दिखाता हूँ। एक R360 में ही रहना। क्या लिखोगे कमांड? SSH-L एडमिन और किसको कनेक्ट करना है? सीरियल इंटरफेस कौन सा था? R2 करना और 10.20. सॉरी 10.2.2 आई थिंक, यस। तो अब इसको डाल दो IP यहाँ पे, एंटर दिस IP 10.2.2.2. Okay, now enter the password admin pass 55. देखो कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं, ठीक है सर। ब्राउजर के थ्रू भी कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, ब्राउजर से भी अगर करना है तो कर लोगे, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ बोला नहीं है। Yeah, you can read that. So while SS session is active, issue the command show policy inspect your pair and R2 to review established sessions. तो ये कमांड चलाओगे ना तो तुम्हारा R3 पे, तो ये तुम्हारा दिखा जाएगा कि जो हमने पॉलिसी ZPF का पॉलिसी जो सेट किया था ना, जोन बेस्ड पॉलिसी फायरवॉल, वो तुम्हारा शो कर देगा। तो ये हमारा सेशन तो एक्टिव है। और जैसे से सेशन इज एक्टिव, इशू द कमांड दिस ऑन R3। तो लेट मी गो टू द R3। हमारा सेशन एक्टिव है। एग्जिट कर लेता मैं। शो कमांड है, मतलब मुझे को ये प्रिविलेज मोड में रहना होगा। डू शो रहेगा तो कॉन्फ़िगरेशन मोड में चला सकते हैं हम लोग, राइट। तो पेस्ट कर दो, एंटर करो। देखो हमने जो पॉलिसी सेट किया है।
Anshu sir, when you will be finishing the
Yeah,
session?
just right now. Within 1 minute we can finish. Okay. We are
Okay.
almost finished. Yeah. So here you can see guys, like this way, you can verify. वैसे ही ये सब चीजें एक्स्ट्रा दिया हुआ है तुम्हारा, है ना, इसको एक्सप्लोर करने के लिए। बट हमारा क्वेश्चन जो है ऑलमोस्ट डन हो चुका है। ये सब फिर एक बार और पिंग करने के लिए बोल रहा है किसी चीज से किसी को। ये सब चीज तुम लोग चेक कर लो। ये सब चेक कर लोगे, तुम्हारा परसेंटेज भी शो करने लगेगा 100%। ठीक है, और आंसर कर देना क्वेश्चन को। देखो ये जो क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं ना यहाँ पे, वो सब करने के बाद ये आंसर कर पाओगे। तो मैं अभी जो बता रहा था ना, ये these are the things they are asked in the questions. Actually what are the parts that we are doing it is there in the questions. तो वो चीजें करके यहाँ पे आंसर लिखोगे। अभी जो रिजल्ट आ रहा है यहाँ लिखोगे, फिर यहाँ लिखोगे, ऐसे कर करके लिखो, सबमिट मार दोगे, 100 रिजल्ट तुम्हारा शो करने लगेगा। Okay, so that part you will complete it right now. And now I will create a one assignment. This is for this lab. I will create an assignment because it's one of the good lab that in this faculty. So I'll create an assignment lab, and you all have to submit at the deadline. Now you can continue with the Linux. So we will see you in the next class. The worksheet item you can go ahead.
Okay, so guys, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Because again, as I know that many people again will ask the link again for the enrollment. So again, I'm pasting it here. Today is the last time I'm pasting. Next time, if anybody is getting absent or something, I cannot make it out because two times request I have to send. Already one has been sent and this time this one. Okay, so the link is there in the chat box. You can fill it and so that I can get your details and I will be sharing with the Red Hat team. And let me share my screen where okay, my screen is visible to all.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will be studying about your Linux fundamental. So these are basically, we can say that add-on theories that you have. If you have checked with the portal, the theories where whatever you have looked will be different from this one. Okay. So these are the basically the fundamental part of your Linux operating system. So when you are talking about the history of Linux operating system, so before that, the Unix came into consideration and it has been developed in AT&T Bell Laboratory in 1969 and which basically was having a GNU project and then after some development has been happened and in 1985 that Intel basically released a version that is x86 microprocessor with 32-bit instructions and basically after the Unix so there came that after Unix, so it came your Minix came into consideration. So first Unix was developed, then after Minix got developed into that, and okay. So then after when you were talking about this Linux operating system, basically the kernel came into consideration. Linux do have the varieties of kernel. So I have discussed this particular kernel details in few classes. So, but this time, this particular PPT will have the detailed one where you will get the detail of the kernel and all. And in 1993, they have developed a GNU environment, which basically creates a large applications where the Linux kernel and the application can interlink with each other. Then so on in the different years. So whatever the um, different invention has been written here. So you can just have a look. I'm just giving 1 minute time, so you can just read it out. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Then after we'll move to the next slide. Any doubt in this one, guys? So these are nothing but some release and versions has been given here only for the kind of information on the knowledge factor. So here when you're talking about the Linux operating system, so Minix, it has been inspired by the teaching system. So when Linux came, so before that Minix came. So Minix was developed and their perspective was to basically for the teaching purpose, like for the training and the teaching purpose for that. So he felt that the need of your Linux operating system that can be run on your home PC and all. So Toravant did the original development of the Linux in 1992, primarily in his own time and in his own equipment. So basically, he has developed that and he has find that particular structure. He have installed that one in the personal PC, and then he has checked whether this particular Minix is capable of do have the capability to run in that particular PCs, in your personal PCs or not. So that is what they have checked. And then comes your basically the GNU and GPL licenses. So when we are talking about, these are the basically two popular license in case of your Linux operating system. So GPL basically gives the permissions or grant the permissions to the receiver that do have different rights, like freedom to see the program, to can manipulate it, you can study that particular program. So when you are talking about we can see the program, manipulate it or modify it. So it means that what this particular operating system provides an open source of it provides open source operating system, right? So as because it do have the open source operating system, so and that purpose he can study it. So as because it can seen by the people who are using, and as because it can see, we can see that, so we can study it and then we can work upon it and then we can modify it. So once, and suppose you have studied the operating system, so version 5. Now you have modified some of its feature. So these modified features are nothing but a new release that you have created, right? So as you have created a new release, so you do have the freedom to redistribute these copies in the platform. So therefore, these are the freedoms which basically help to improve the program and release the improvement to the public. Right. So you can see here there is a different picture is there. Like once it got developed, once you have modified it, so you have redistributed it. So once you have redistributed it, so these redistributions of operating systems will be get used by the users, and then whenever the user will find any difficulties or any trouble, so either he can report this particular, like he can give the review of this particular operating system that he is using. Then after the patch code will be available, right? So then after the patch code will be get updated in that operating system, then again review and submit. So all these things are, we can say that a software life cycle kind of things, like develop, then distribute, then review from the users, then again patch code. So all this is in a cycle to develop a good operating system, right? So if you do have any doubt, guys, please let me know. These are very important theories because see, whenever the company used to visit the campus, so they used to ask this kind of theory, like they can ask you from anywhere. Just give me a second.
कंठाली रख लीजिए, इस तरह हो जाएगा इतना ना।
Okay. Okay, so you are able to, I think that you are able to see the my PPT, right, guys? Guys, is the PPT is visible? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay. So now when we are talking about this Linux operating system, Linux is nothing but it is the name of the kernel, right? And Linux is what? It is an open source software. So it do have the licenses, that is your GPL, that is a general public license version 2, akka GPL 2, that is known as for that. Now Linux do have some advantages when you are using this Linux operating system. Those advantages are what? So basically, this kernel, Linux kernel, do have its own server. It's it can serve as a firewall. It do have their own router, then access points and static web pages are there. So typically, when you are basically downloading the Linux package, so there are a greater number of applications and utilities are also available in case of your open source software. Next, when you are talking about the compatibility of the application, so Linux is compatible to all other applications that whatever you will be downloading it, so it will be able to run on that particular platform, right? So when we are talking about the advantages of the Linux operating system, so it is basically low cost, security is high, it do have the stability, performance wise it is very good. So flexibility, so when you are talking about the flexibility, so I have discussed in the class that, like suppose we do have a module, right? So suppose a module do contain a different like combination. Suppose an operating system is there. Now the operating system to consist of basically suppose combinations of 5 modules. So when any of the module get deleted by mistake or knowingly you are deleting it, so it means what it does what? So basically it basically leads to crash of your operating system. But in case of a Linux operating system, that whenever we do have deleted many parts of the operating system, so we can say that the module of an operating system, even if the half one module is left, and then also you are deleting the half of its module, so then also it can run, right? Again, when you're talking about the flexibility in terms of the applications, so whatever applications you are downloading on that particular platform, so it will run. So that is how the flexibility works. Now next is when you are talking about a installation processes, so it is a guided installation process will be there where the steps will be there to guide you to how to install your operating system and all. The next is the choices. So choices means which operating system you want to download, what are the different changes that you want to make. So these are the different choices you can make it. Next is it is a multitasking operating system. So multiple tasks can be run, and by the use of this operating system at the same point of time. And next point is an open source. So we know that Linux provides an open source irrespective of its distributors, like whether it is a Ubuntu, Canopy, Fedora, or Red Hat, and many more, right? The next is the full use of your hard disk. So when you are using this kind of operating system, so the hard disk that is there, so it is using the full capability and capacity of the hard disk. Till now, any doubt, guys?
No,
So when you're talking about again open source software, so open source software is nothing but a kind of a copyright license for your computer software that makes the code available under the certain terms and condition. Those terms and condition are basically the advantages that is been given to the user who is using that particular software, that is for modification and redistribution of the operating system that newly he has created. Next, the once he has created a new operating system, the programmer is freely the programmer can freely distribute this operating system. Now anyone must be allowed to modify the source code, right? There should, as because there will be this particular akka GPL version 2 or GPL or GNU licenses give this kind of advantages. The next one, you're talking about the modified versions. So as because you have modified the version, so it means that what you have created a new operating system. So that is why you can redistribute that operating system, right? So license do not require the exclusion of any other software or interfere with any other operating system software. So that is how this gives you a full hand use of your Linux operating system, right? So this particular PPT is again very much important because whenever I have seen that whenever any company is coming in the for the placement drive and all, so they are mostly focusing on the disadvantages of the Linux operating system, or we can say that what are the disadvantages of your open source software. So in case of your advantages of your open source software, so we already know that the source code will be available and we do have the rights to modify it. As because we do have the rights to modify, so you can redistribute that modified version and the improvement version, and there are the rights to use the software in any way. So there will be no cost, low cost for licensing and of your open source solutions. But when we are talking about the disadvantages of your open source software, so open source software does not come with any kind of warranty. Okay, so even there will be no regular updates, will be also no guarantee of any kind of regular updates. Like for example, when you are using this Windows versions, so regular updates used to come, right? So you, whenever you are clicking on the update, so it get updated. Or else if you have done it like you have put it like automatically, once the update is available, then updates are available, then the operating system will get developed. So these are the two ways that can be developed, that are basically there in case of your Windows operating system. But when you are talking about your open source operating system, so it is, there is no guarantee of any kind of updates, no guarantee of any kind of warranty. It does not cover any warranty of softwares. So most of your operating open source softwares applications are not reliable. Okay, so no support exists for your open source software. So these are the basically the disadvantages of your open source software when you are dealing about any kind of open source softwares, or you can say that applications, or you can say that in terms of your window, I mean the operating system or kernel. So these are the disadvantages of that. Now, when you're talking about the licenses, so popularly known licenses are here in front of you. That is your Apache software license. Next is your BSD license, GNU, that is General Public License, you can say, or GPL. Next is GNU Lesser General. Just give me 1 second. GNU, that is Lesser General Public License. And next is your Mozilla Public License, that is MPL 1.1 version. And next is your GNU General Public Licenses to have. So your GPL most widely used one. So roughly 85% of your operating system softwares are there, and there are certain terms and conditions are there in case of your GNU license. So that is what it gives the freedom to use it, to modify it, to redistribute those changes that you have made. Next is the requirements that the requirements are that the original and modified source code will be always made available to the world under certain terms and condition of your original license. Means whatever you have developed, so you should be redistributed. That is the policy again under your GNU. Now, next is it must retain your copyright notice and warranty will be there. Does not include guarantee of patent licenses. Next, it is very extremely viral license. So GNU is most popular license, which is coming under your open source operating system. Okay, just have a look on this one. Have a just overview on this so that I can move to the next slide. Okay. The next one, we are talking about the software versions. So it do have software is what it is. We can say that the lines of code, or we can say that it is a program that is basically designed to give you the certain output, the targeted output. For example, calculator is basically used for calculation part. So similarly, when you are talking about a software, so in case of your general terms, we can say that the role that the computer programs, proceeds, or and documentation play in your computer system. So any software, like for example, WhatsApp is a software, basically application, but it is a software, right? So software is we can say that it do have the certain lines, or we can say the certain codes is basically there. So software is basically divided into 3 types: trial version, free version, and your full version. So when we are talking about the trial version is nothing but we can say that all the functionalities means for it will be coming for a limited time period. For example, if you might have experience with some, suppose some software you have downloaded or application, but it is in trial period, for example 10 days or 15 days. So within so you can use that particular software for 15 or 10 days only with the full complete versions. Okay, so as a regular version, you can check it out, but it is used for a limited period of time. So similarly, when you're talking about a free version, so free version is what? It is not, it does not comes with the limited
me, ma'am.
number of, yes,
Are you showing the slideshow?
yes.
But I think you're sharing the wrong screen, so it is still stuck in the first slide only.
Okay, so why didn't you remind me from that point of time? Now is it visible?
Yes,
Software
ma'am.
version. Okay. So whenever guys you are seeing that I'm talking with some other topics, but your my screen might be got stuck. So just let me know then and there. Okay. So when we are talking about this particular free version does not come with the number of days, right? So it is a complete version. So will be, I mean, the version will be there, but you'll be getting limited features. For example, you have downloaded an application known as XYZ, and it do have the complete version do have suppose 20 features, but as because you have downloaded the free version, so you'll be getting 5 features or 10 features like that, so limited features will be there. And when you are talking about the full version, so it is this is basically a software which is sold at online, or you can say some brick store or motor stores, and it comes with your factory sealed retail box, and license key will be there, which will be basically, it will be asking you for the license key when it is a get installed, because it is a full version, and for that you will be paying for that one, right? So these are the three differences you are getting when you are talking about the software: trial version, free version, and full version. Okay. The next comes your distributions or distributors of Linux operating system. So there are a few distributors I have listed out here. That is Debian, Canopix, Ubuntu, Fedora, Mandriva, Red Hat, then Slackware, then many others are also there. Right. So these are the different distributors of the Linux operating system. They do have again different type of shells. Okay. So we'll discuss in the upcoming slides that what are shell and what are the different types of shells. Right. So shells are basically in a we can say that cells are nothing but a environment where you are writing your codes. Like for example, you have opened the command prompt or the terminal of your Linux operating system, suppose a Red Hat operating system. Now the terminal what you are using, it do have the shell that is known as a bash shell. Okay, so uh, the commands will be little bit different based on the different based on your different types of shells. Okay. So there comes your Linux subsystem. So Linux subsystem do consist of these 4 layers, that is hardware controller, Linux kernel, then operating system services, then your user applications. So each subsystem do have different tasks to carry out. Okay. So again, these combinations of this task cannot, I mean, the combination of this task are basically the part of your system task. Like your hardware controllers are basically dedicated for your hardwares. Linux kernel is basically dedicated to your kernel. Again, just note it down. You guys need to find it out that what are the different kernels. I mean the differentiations like monolithic, micro, macro, hybrid, nano. These are the 5 kernels that I have just right now I have told you. So find out the differences. Okay. This PPT will not be get shared because this is a copyright of a company. So I cannot share this particular PPT with you. Coming to the class, make the notes or just remember it. That is depends on you. But the slide, this PPT cannot be get shared. So next is when you are talking about the previous structure that you have seen, that is the subsystem of your Linux. So these are the four subsystem. Like for example, we have let us start from the hardware down to top approach. Hardware controller. So there comes the different hardwares are there. That is a CPU, memory hardware, hard disk, network hardwares, I/O devices. So when you're talking about the Linux kernel, so these are the 5 things it is listed. So in the next class, I'll be discussing in detail about all these 5 things. So right now, just have a look. And tomorrow I will be discussing each and every part because these 5 things are very much important in for the perspective of your interview. And it do have lots of theories, lots of fundamental parts are there that you need to understand. So it requires a complete day to make you understand this one. Complete one class. Like process scheduler will be there, memory manager, virtual file system will be there, network interface, then inter-process communication. Might be many of you are knowing all these particular terms, but anyhow, I will be discussing about this particular one, and you will be helping me if you'll have any new knowledge, right? Additional knowledge will be there. The next is the operating system services, that is your Windows system, command shell. It is basically an interface where you can interact with the kernel through the commands. All right. Next is your applications. Applications are nothing but, as because we have talked, applications are nothing but these are the apps that you are the softwares that is basically downloaded or installed upon the operating system for any particular perspective. For example, PPT. So PPT is basically an application which is basically targeted to design your PPTs, PowerPoint, and many others, right? Like WhatsApp. So it is basically dedicated to many other utilities like messaging, sending the messages, video calls, transferring of money, and many other things are there, right? So these are the utilities that is basically coming with your application part. Clear? Up to this, all of you are clear? Just let me know if you'll have any doubt. Just tell me. Any doubt, guys?
No, ma'am.
Just give me 1 minute. Okay, then, guys, we'll meet again tomorrow and we'll be proceed with the today's part. What is left? That is basically we'll discuss about the different kernel processing. So, okay, we'll meet again. See you. And if you'll have any doubt tomorrow, we'll have a first doubt clearing clarification. Then we'll move to the your topics. Okay. So bye bye to all of you. See you again tomorrow.